Hey guys, this is Sean Glaw with Detail Designs Auto Spa out of Atlanta, Georgia. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Porsche 991 Turbo S. Now we did a full body clear bra wrap on this car about a month and a half ago. Problem was the owner found a piece of debris on this really big fender, and that's not good enough for them and that's not good enough for us. So we're going to take this off, replace it. It's a great opportunity to show you guys how to safely remove paint protection film or clear bra from a car. Now with that said, just because you can remove clear bra from your car doesn't mean it's necessarily a good choice for you. There's a little bit of risk anytime you mess with film, because the film has the adhesive is while it's not super aggressive, if you pull it the wrong way you could potentially cause issues. I'll give you a couple scenarios. One would be factory paint, everything's cured, it's wonderful, the film goes on. You could just about abuse it, if not abuse it, lift the film and not have a problem with the paint. Or you could have a problem with the paint. Safe removal could mean even on a fairly poor paint job, the paint still remains. So the key here is that you want to do the best you can to be safe in how you remove the film from the car. So what we're going to be using is our VX5000 steam cleaner as we heat the surface just ahead of where we've already lifted, and we're going to lift in an opposed direction to where the film is. So for instance, going this way, we're going to lift from inside both of these edges. This is one of our advanced wraps where we do a bit of disassembly of the car to make sure we get maximum coverage. What we're going to do is start lifting from here and then heat, and I'm going to be pulling this direction, and the film's going to stretch and it's going to start lifting as I pull this way, and I'm going to use steam to prepare that film to get it malleable and easy to release, and that's going to be the trick. Now inside these wrapped edges, it's going to take a little bit more finesse because you're going to have the film kind of it's going to want to grab right here on these corners, so we may go on and lift these out and then start that. So let's get right into it, see how it goes. Okay, what we're going to do is start by applying some heat via steam to this region. I've already lifted up some of these tabs, so we've got something to grab. But before we get any further, we want to go on and get it hot and then start releasing. See how easy this is starting to already come up? Whoops. And you notice I'm pulling this way, except for the edges, you have to pull opposing to the inside portion. You may be wondering, why do we pull this direction at kind of a more of an acute angle versus straight up? Yeah, if you pull it straight up, it's going to go a lot faster. The problem is you're creating tension with the adhesive as you pull straight up, and that's not what we want. What we want to do is reduce the tension that we're applying on the paint itself, and that way everything we're doing, we're not worried about the film, we're worried about the paint to maintain the integrity of the paint. Now, the only time we've ever had paint lift was on an incredibly poor respray on a bumper. So it's not that it can't happen even in the best case scenario of a wonderful paint job. It's just incredibly unlikely that you're going to have a problem if you do it the right way. Notice I'm keeping the steam in front of the film that I've already lifted. So if you steam over the film that you've already lifted, these tore through here because we wrapped it and it was still grabbing a bit. It wasn't because I had to steam over this portion. But if you do steam over this, what can happen is you can find it overstretches and then it tears in the middle of a panel. If it tears, it's not a big deal. It's just a little bit of a pain to kind of get it relifted potentially. Okay, what I'm going to show you now is when you get to the larger sections, sometimes it's better to work with two people, one operating the steam and assisting, and then you're going to have one person that's going to take the lead on releasing the film, because it can be, on these larger sections, it can use a lot of energy, a lot of muscle to get it right, and you don't want to find yourself lifting up versus doing things the correct way. So let's see how we do that. What we'll do is we'll work this way and then lift down. Alright guys, now what we're going to do is take a look at removing the adhesive that we have left over, how we can safely remove this adhesive without causing any damage to the paint. How we're going to do that is by using 3M adhesive remover. It's technically specialty adhesive remover. The specialty adhesive remover tends to dry up a little quicker than the standard adhesive remover. The standard adhesive remover is kind of like similar to a goof off, so it's kind of oily. It leaves a little bit more of a residue. I'm a bigger fan of the specialty adhesive remover, but you can use whatever you're comfortable with. The goal is to get the adhesive remover on just the adhesive and not these other surfaces, whether it's unfinished plastic or unpainted plastic or a metal surface. You really just want to keep it to the surfaces you're trying to address. We're going to do that by using the adhesive remover, a very high quality microfiber towel, and then plastic razor blades. By spraying the adhesive remover on the towel, you're able to have more precision in where the adhesive gets. As you gently rub the adhesive remover with the towel, you may find that it balls up and it embeds itself in the fibers. So what you may have to do from time to time is flip your towel, respray a section, and then use it again. Now what happens is, when we use these towels for removing adhesive, they get thrown away. I don't want these getting washed and that adhesive, that gummy adhesive contaminate other towels that are high quality towels. So what we're going to do is apply adhesive remover to the towel. We're going to see what happens. If it doesn't come off all the way, we should be able to very gently use the plastic razor blade to remove any adhesive. You can see I've just got it here on the tip. We're going to gently work this. Looks like it's coming right off, no problem. And if you find yourself having to fight any adhesive, with your plastic razor blade, what you need to do is get more adhesive remover on your towel, place it, let it sit for a moment, and then agitate. Because what can happen is that adhesive that's left over tends to come off in layers. It doesn't always come right off in one section. So by agitating it with the towel, you may remove like a fine upper layer. You may need to flip your towel, apply more, place it, keep it there, allow it. That's how you would have it dwell, because we can't spray directly to the surface. And then we could follow up with a plastic razor blade, and it should come right up. You should never really have to fight removing adhesive. If you're fighting the adhesive, you're doing something wrong. You're taking chances that you really don't want to have to take with a fine automobile. But this is how you would remove your adhesive from the car. And you'll go around the panel or the front end or whatever piece you're removing, and you do the same process no matter where you are. Again, you're careful not to get overspray anywhere else. You're careful to flip your towel. When you're done with your towel, you throw it away. That's how you get off Clear Bra adhesive from the removal. Alright, so we've shown you how to remove paint protection film from your own car today. What did we learn? As you're lifting the film, you want to pull at an acute angle away from the direction that you're lifting it, not up and not towards the film you're lifting it. Using steam, or you can use a heat gun, but steam is a little better because you're going to have less adhesive left over. Use steam to preheat the film as you get to that section before you lift it. So once you've lifted the film off, you're probably going to have some adhesive. To get that adhesive off, you're going to use an adhesive remover, quality microfiber towel, and finally a plastic razor blade. Don't forget, those plastic razor blades aren't blunt weapons, they're precision tools. So make sure you're very gentle when you use it. If you do everything right and you follow these steps, you're going to be left with paint in the condition that it was in the day that you had that paint protection film installed. So you're ready to put either paint protection film back on the car, a coating system, a wax, sealant, whatever works best for how you live with your car. If you have any further questions about this subject or another one, feel free to reach out to us at detaildesignsautospa.com, or you can make a post here on YouTube. We appreciate you watching. Until next time, have a great day.